How long have you been playing music?
Well, I've been playing music. I mean, my family is really musical, and so I've just grown up, like, you know, singing in the bathtub with my sister since I was 3 and playing with my family. But I started writing my own music whenever I was like 14, I guess. Good old high school, songs about boys.
Of course.
Yeah, and so I kind of did the little, acoustic coffee shop thing for a while, and then I guess 2 years ago, whenever I came to college, I started the Sherree Chamberlain band, which is a 6-piece band, and it's really fun. So we've been doing that all together for about 2 years. Growing up, my family, we had a little bluegrass band together. It's pretty awesome. We might have played at the fairgrounds once or something, but we had a group of families, and we would get together and like we just kind of hand around our instruments and everyone would play, whether or not you could play or not. And it was just so, and we still do that like at Christmas, and we get out like trombones and crazy stuff. But I think that music should be very participatory. Big word. Not even necessarily if you're like playing, but like rather than going and sitting there and watching and being like, oh, that's nice, like, oh, he's hot, he sings nice, or something, that it should be something that you can feel and that you can participate in, whether that be emotionally or even, like just singing along and just getting really into it. So, I don't know, that's my favorite kind of music, is the kind that you can be like connected to. Don Miller a lot, obviously. I really like jazz, but I really like this other, what's this other band called?
Searching for Godwin's Way.
Searching for Godwin's Way. I just finished.
Better, I think.
Yeah. It's just like harder to get through. I read really like jazz in like one afternoon, and this one I had to I wanted to go back and read through and really like digest what was going on. So I really like him. I think, and along with Anne Lamott too. She's a Christian. And she's crazy, very liberal Christian, but I think that they both, like, the reason that I love them so much is that they reach out to a broader audience, and they're really real. I mean, like, honestly, after I read, like jazz, I was like, yeah, Don Miller's kind of a jerk, and I like him.
Right.
Like, I am too, and so, I guess I really enjoy authors that are really real, but shed light on a lot of truth that it's not pretty and not sugar-coated, but we can laugh about it like this. They're funny. You can, be like, oh, we're all screwed up. Yes. I guess there's a lot of them, but probably the most, not trying to play the victim here by any means, because it's not, but probably one of the biggest influences in my life, my point of views and my writing would have to be a friend of mine that he was his lifelong friend. He was one of our get-together, sing Christmas carols, all our families together. We used to snowboard together, and he was one of the best drummers I knew. And he played with us a few times, but he ended up, I guess, a year and a half ago or so, ended up committing suicide, and everything I think that I knew, I grew up in church, and I grew up like very sheltered and in Edmond, and sister and 2 parents that are still together, and I thought that everything was just great, and when that happened, for the first time in my life, I questioned like everything, I guess. And it wasn't really a good period of my life, and it lasted for quite a while, but I really kind of pulled away from everyone, and, I don't know, it was really, really hard time, and something that I probably never want to go through again, but something that I guess I've learned from that, and I'm still learning, is, well, there's a lot of things, but I guess first of all, that truth is the most important thing. I mean, you can go back and say, I wish I said this, or I wish I said that to them, or whatever, and so I learned a lot about just honesty and being transparent. You know, not being petty, I guess. I think I realized the importance of community and love, because without love we are nothing, and things like that. So I guess his life before and after and still now is a really big influence on me. It's something I think about pretty much every day, and I've learned a lot from it, and unfortunately, but sometimes I get worried when my life's going good that I won't have anything to write about, and I'm like, oh no, something bad better happen so I can write some new good material. But so it's funny, but yeah, it's kind of like a little bit of therapy and something I can work it out through my music. But it's really neat to hear, like, whenever it does kind of touch people or speaks to them, and I don't understand why it would, but obviously, like, they've gone through something that they can identify with it, and so, I mean, I guess writing can bring us out of our isolation, and we can all just be like, hey, okay, I feel that way too. Oh, I feel that way too. So, yeah, it comes out a lot, but it's a good thing in the end.